Hey everyone, how you doing today and welcome back to my channel. Now today we're going to be talking about the Jujutsu Kaisen movie, Jujutsu Kaisen 0. And all I'm going to say is, man, this thing is absolutely fantastic. This is a mad movie. I mean, okay, mad movie might be a bit of a strong word, but I'll say that this is an incredible anime film. I really love it. Now, if you don't know what Jujutsu Kaisen is, this is an awesome starting point for Jujutsu Kaisen, but just to give you a summary of the movie, this is a prequel to the original Jujutsu Kaisen anime series. It is canon. It is canon, and I'll explain why in a second, also why it's a good thing, but this is canon. So this is basically the character that they've been talking about in Jujutsu Kaisen, the main series, how there's this big, powerful character called Yuta. This is basically the film talking about how he became into Jujutsu Kaisen, and what this film adapts is essentially what Jujutsu Kaisen was before Jujutsu Kaisen, the actual series, came into be, if that makes sense. So it's the first 4 chapters that was a one-shot, basically introducing us to the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, and it had to do with Yuta having this curse that he's very cursed, and because of that he's not been able to live a normal life, and because of that this character, which most people know, GOJO, comes to help him and enlists him in Jujutsu High so that he can try and break this curse that he has, because he's been cursed by one of his childhood friends called Rika. And it's a very interesting story, I'd say. Obviously, I wouldn't say it's like the best story. It is a very shonen story, but it's a very interesting story. I would say it's a love story in a weird way. It is kind of a romantic story. So if you want to get your girl to go watch Jujutsu Kaisen, even though girls love anime now, but if there's any girl that just doesn't give a crap about Jujutsu Kaisen, just tell them, hey, let's go watch this romance movie. But yeah, so it's basically, that's the story, is Yuta tried to get rid of his curse and try to figure out himself, and tried to learn himself in Jujutsu High. So in terms of, well, not really negatives, but nitpicks, I'll get with the nitpicks out first, because I have a crap load of positives about this movie. The nitpicks I'd say is that it does... Granted, when I was reading the manga, I kind of had a feeling, I was like, how are they going to adapt this into a movie? But the first hour feels like 2 episodes of anime, so I won't even lie, it doesn't feel like a movie, if that makes sense. But then the rest feels exactly like a movie. It just flowed so well. So I will say that, it was more of a nitpick for me. I was just like, oh, I'm watching 2 episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen plus a very long one. So that's how it feels in terms of structure. Other than that, I don't really have any negatives to say. Yuta was awesome, obviously. Yuta Okkotsu, was awesome. Granted, he is a lot of power friendship type shonen character, but it's not a bad thing. I'm not really a person who hates that trope. I just don't like it if it's done poorly, and Yuta is quite a cool character. I liked him. I liked his interactions with all the students and how he was as a character, and you understood why he was the way he was. Mainly because he's just been an outcast, and he's just been a nice, soft-spoken guy. So you do feel for him, especially for having this huge curse to just take it over his life, especially with... Well, there's reasons why there's a curse there, but I won't get into spoilers or anything. Other than that, it's the characters you love and care about. GOJO, awesome. Maki, awesome. What's his name again? Inumaki, I forgot his name, how to say his name. But the guy who has the curse speech, awesome. Panda, awesome. Literally, they're all awesome in the TV show. They're all awesome in the movie. So I'm not surprised, especially Maki. Maki is a G. Maki has always been a G, right? Because in the anime, she's a G. But in the movie, she's a G, man. There's one fight she had with Yuta when they were sparring, and bro, she's cool, man. She's cool as hell. But GOJO, man, oh, bro, we need to talk about GOJO. Because, you can't talk about Jujutsu Kaisen without talking about GOJO. This guy is so cold. He is so cold. Oh my god, bro. I won't get into spoilers or anything because this is a spoiler-free review. But there was one fight where my mouth was just wide open. This guy's fights are so beautiful to see, man. I love seeing GOJO fight. And the thing is, when you come for Jujutsu Kaisen, in my opinion, you come for the fights. Let's be real. You come for the fights. I guess the story is well okay, and curse techniques are cool and intuitive and intelligent, but we come for the fights and the boxing. And this movie delivers on the fights and the boxing. Granted, the first half of the movie, it's here and there, but the last half of the movie was just a thrill ride, bro. Oh my god, animation porn, bro. Mappa is getting up there, especially the Jujutsu Kaisen team. I think the Jujutsu Kaisen team is the best team at Mappa. Even though I heard a rumor that the director is not really a part of Mappa, or he's making his own studio or something like that. So that's going to be interesting. That I hope he comes back to direct more Jujutsu Kaisen. But yeah, that studio to me, that part of Mappa is just ridiculous, right? It's the best part of Mappa. It's their pride and joy right now, and they delivered in this movie. The background shots are flipping fire, like almost Ufotable level of background shots. Obviously, Ufotable's ridiculous in terms of background, in terms of animation, background shots, and all that. Let's not even compare them. Sorry, but in terms of background shots, the background shots were beautiful. Like it felt like the animated elevated to the next level. So I am really, really excited for the future seasons, especially now they'll have an even bigger budget because they're making so much bread from this movie. So they're clearly going to invest that in season 2 and 3. And when the fights start getting hyped in those seasons, my god, like Jujutsu Kaisen in terms of fights, in my opinion, is some of the best in shonen right now in terms of the manga, but seeing that in anime, man, I can't wait for the future of this series. All in all, man, I would say that the villain was cool. The villain was cool, but he doesn't like show up for, well, I won't give spoilers yet again, but he's not in, you know who he kind of is if you watch the anime, but he doesn't really come up for a while, but when he comes up, stuff just gets wild, and that's where the movie went from like a solid like 7 to like the rating I'm about to give. So music also still fire, especially in the beginning. There was this nice like little opening montage they had, which was really, really cool. Other than that, I can't really think of anything. Oh yeah, I watched it in Japanese. Voice acting in Japanese, insanely good. You know, GOJO is incredible, but the person who voiced Yuta, I didn't expect Yuta to sound like, how do I say this without being rude? Have a female voice A and VA and sound like basically a Goku, a Naruto, a Luffy. I wasn't expecting one of that with Yuta, but hey, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. All in all I can say is, man, this film is absolutely fire. If you're a Jujutsu Kaisen fan, it's perfect because the fights are just incredible as you expect, and it's just a nice like it gives you that shonen high. That's what Jujutsu Kaisen does. That's what the series does in general, but the movie does that like incredibly well. I'm not even gonna lie, especially with Gojo's fight. God damn, man. God damn. God damn. That's all I can say about that fight. Then in terms of like for people who are newcomers to Jujutsu Kaisen, this is literally the perfect movie because it's a prequel. So, and it explains a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen in the prequel. It's not like if you have to know what happens in original Jujutsu Kaisen to understand the movie. It's literally called 0. So you don't need to know anything. So if you come in not even knowing or caring about Jujutsu Kaisen, go watch the movie and see if you will like the anime afterwards, because that's what it was. It's a nice continuation. And in terms of anime movies, I love the fact we're getting canon anime movies, because one big problem I had, even with the last My Hero movie, is that even though it is kind of canon, but because the movie isn't canon, even if you get these mad thrill rides, right, and you're enjoying it and you're like, wow, this is some of the best animation I've ever seen in my life, wow, I can't believe this character is doing this, you all know it's going to end with, and oh, it was all a dream, or oh, and this didn't happen, or oh, and you get what I mean. It's because it's not canon, so you don't get the same level of hype. But then when you get canon films like Mugen Train, like this movie, it feels like, oh my god, this person can actually do this, and we're seeing it in animated form. It's actually crazy. So I do hope, I mean, yes and no, I do hope we get more anime movies that are canon, but I don't want it to be where they overdo it, like in the fact that they just abandon the format of anime on TV, because let's be real, anime movies are making bread now, so I wouldn't be surprised. Like me personally, I wouldn't even be surprised if the last like bit of Demon Slayer, not like the huge arc at the end, but the arc after that would be a movie. That would not surprise me. I wouldn't be surprised if Jujutsu Kaisen does more movies. I wouldn't be surprised. Obviously, My Hero are going to do movies. I don't know if they're ever going to do canon movies, but even the Black Clover movie, I wouldn't be. I doubt it's canon. I really doubt it's canon, but I wouldn't be surprised if they. Yeah, nah, I doubt it's canon. I'm not even gonna lie, but yeah, this is very untapped market for anime companies and studios. But sorry, to give a score for this movie, I'm gonna give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's great. It's almost amazing, almost, just because it does everything great. I can't really complain about it, and I wouldn't be surprised if people give this a 9 or a 10 out of 10. It's incredible, right? It's a mad action movie. It's just that the beginning was a little bit slow, but I've read it, so maybe that's why. But in my opinion, 8.5 is a great movie, near amazing. I think that's a fair enough reason. A fair enough score for this movie. But all in all, those are my thoughts on Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are you going to watch it? Let me know in the comment section. I am open to discussion. Thank you very much for watching again. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel for more on pop culture and entertainment. I hope you have a great day. I hope you stay safe. I'll see you soon, and yo waimo, as GOJO would say. Bye.